for anybody following along on Facebook, on YouTube on YouTube page, you've all seen the Joe Press projects. That's the latest one here. Sorry, I can't get good angles. It's tight against the wall. But it's mid-1920s. Leland Gifford Company out of Worcester, Massachusetts. Basically 18 miles from my house. And basically took this all apart, restored it pretty good. You know, the whole head moves down. Let me get my camera here. So you can basically drop the head right down to the table. I can't really do it one-handed because it'll just drop. And I had to make this step pulley because whoever, basically it was sitting in a warehouse forever. And I think a forklift, the guy said there was a cover here, and they drove by and they broke the cover and cracked the pulley. So that wasn't going to work, so I basically had to make this one work. And then same thing on the back here. The pulley that did come in, it was working. I had it on there, but it had a couple fractures in it, so I knew it would come apart one day. So I just replaced that, did the same thing, machined that pulley to fit. The flat belt, the original motor that I am running does have the flat belt pulley, but I went to a round leather belt because I couldn't find a flat leather belt without having to buy a whole roll. So this round belt, basically it just staples together, cut the length, and you can see how the pulley's cracked here. That's how all the pulleys are. It's a very bad cast, iron that just fractures with a little bump. So, but that one's in good shape. The clutch works and everything. And I had this Chicago Heights, Chicago, Illinois. What brand is it here? It's a Kennedy Auto Manufacturing Company. This one I definitely dated right to 1929. Has the factory welded on electric motor plate that was only made in a couple years. And this one isn't the original motor, this is an adapter plate. So the motor's set off to the side, I have to rework it. So this bracket is basically on flipped backwards to offset it. So someday I'll fix that, but it has a flexible coupling here because how you adjust the belt is loosen this up and the upper pulley would fold in and then you tighten it back up. That's why you need the flex coupling there. Right now I got the belt off because when I was setting them up side by side, I noticed the pulleys are almost the right height, which they are. If I go to the low pulley here to this pulley, it's perfect height, but this belt's too long to do that. So I got the belt, basically you melt the stuff together, cut the length, and you heat up a piece of, like sheet metal, and you put both ends of the belt on it, then you, heat up so it starts melting, then you slide them off and press them together, and you just trim off the, the melted parts that, splooge out a little bit. So I have them hooked up, they run, they start up, motor's underneath the cabinet, nice and quiet. The little tick 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 is that staple on the belt, so you engage the clutch. The belt engages. This is basically their ratcheting adjustment to adjust the belt, change the pulleys. You pull this lever forward as you're pushing this back, and this is basically a dog clutch that locks in, ratchets in. So that's how you adjust the belt pulleys. And then this one comes over to this lathe. This is on a Joe Press. Nice and quiet. So it's a pretty good setup. I'll rearrange it a little bit. Like I say, I'll make some belts. I'm probably going to make a green belt for this main drive belt because it's original leather round belt. It's old, and I'd rather, keep it instead of wearing it out and destroying it. So I'll probably replace the two belts. So it's a pretty good setup here. Disengage the clutch. And basically mount to the cabinet. Just switch to both lathes so you can power them both down. And then of course a little cheapy throwaway, you know, everybody sells it. This is a Delta, but yeah, it's actually made by everybody. Of course I had to paint it. It was originally black, but I had to go up in my shop, so it had to be painted. I got my mill vise here, Joe press vise, the grinder vise, a cheapy vise that I never use, but it comes in handy woodworking every once in a while. This is a cross slide I had laying around. Don't even know what lathe that went to, what it is, and I might do something with it one day. Make a table out of it, you know, like a adjustable drill press table or something. But this is my original vise for my little mini mill, but it never worked good on the mill. I never liked that, so that's why I went to the these little vices here. Those things work great. This vise is great for anything bigger, but it takes up the whole table. So that's the drill press setup, and I'm always doing something. I'll rearrange it again probably. Have a good day.